Welcome back, everyone, to the World War II 4v4 Search and Destroy. It's the grand finals taking place between the side of XOSZN and the side of PBBV. Of course, we are now lining things up. Things are starting. And, of course, we are heading to Saint-Marie-du-Mont for map number 1. Hopefully you enjoyed my nice little accent there. I think it's the best one I've had so far tonight, to be honest with you. But regardless, round number 1 taking place. Players dropping from either side, and it should be a very tightly contested final. Is Baldy currently sitting up top restaurant trying to get fed kills, but it's not going to be the case. His turn up is there for a nice sniper shot. PPSH in his back pocket. Now going to have to rely on that one along with his 2 other teammates to get this one done. Peeks out. Should find one. Not sure how he found that one on 2-pack, but regardless, it will go through, and aBeZy's going to follow shortly after. It's a very well-executed round for the side of XOSZN as Simp will be there for the response, along with the additional team fire coming in from his squad. And this is something that the side of PBBV is going to have to be aware of throughout the rest of this series, is the amazing sniper play that Turnup can provide. Very well versed when it comes down to the Car 98K. And this map definitely suited for that particular weapon. However, it seems that we are going to be seeing an interesting push actually be made from Baldy. He's going to be entering in toward top. So it could just be the fact of them trying to find early kills. And that's exactly what's taking place right now. An immediate 2-player fall off, as it's now going to be Cellium and Simp. Last up, Simp shuts down aBeZy, and now Cellium getting tagged from the side as well. Entering up toward the top, and Vex is there for the kill. Simp finding one through middle street. 2-pack ThuGLorD cleaning up this kill, just kind of being aware, getting his teammates always information as that bomb is down. And Vex is there for the pickup. Nice overall play coming in from the side of PBBV, as of course you do see Vex in the final kill cam, holding down that site well, and did an interesting kind of push into that middle building over in restaurant. Essentially what they're doing is kind of making they kind of realize the fact that that middle building is just so influential. You can literally see just about everything when it came down to that building. So kind of all of them forcing all their attention into that building kind of limits it almost as kind of like a lookout in some cases. So having all those players kind of run around, it's almost like kind of watching everything from an above point of view. And due to obviously using that, they're able to kind of pick off players over time. They shut down the first 2, and the rest is history. So now moving into round number 3, it will be an immediate 2 kills found yet again with the opposite side. XOSZN. Baldy finding 1, as he's going to find the other 3. Giving his position away, and immediately he's going to hop inside this building. I like this strategy there. Tries to fire some shots to make the other players kind of bait themselves out. Tries to hop inside a restaurant to stay alive, and Simp getting some nice little hit registration there. Pretty excited about that one. Who wouldn't be? Bouncing bullets or curving bullets, who knows? One of the two. Good old Simp the Jetpacker. Currently sitting at 5-1, still playing incredibly strong. Like, this guy has not slowed down whatsoever in tonight's tournament. Early pre-nade. That one could be good, actually. No hit markers gained, however. 2-pack able to grab that one on turn up. As I was talking about earlier, turn up's going to have to be aware of that sniper play coming in from 2-pack. As aBeZy finds one on Simp. 4 versus 2. Looks like we're seeing the Thompson actually brought up for the first time, aka the M19 there from iLLeY. As it looks like responding kills will go down, and that should be the side of XOSZN, who has now leveled things back up to 2-2. Or I said XOSZN, I meant to say PBBV evens things out. Regardless, we're at 2 after 4. Who will have the lead after this next round, as it will be the side of XOSZN, who will be on the offense. Early nades out. That's going to give a lot of knowledge to the side of PBBV where that push is coming from, but it seems that they're not going to be focusing any attention actually toward that B site. Quickly wrapping back around is Baldy, as they're going to be kind of in some ways forming a little bit of a pinch around this area. Baldy is playing a very big position right now. Tosses it a little bit of a frag. That one's going to hop down just towards Simp. Here comes the Molotov as well. That should solidify at least hit markers, but no hit markers gained. Vex, Tupac both finding responding kills. Now Cellium, and iLLeY trying to hold down this fort. As iLLeY finds one, trying to watch out for his teammate. He'll find the second one. And now Tupac left all by himself. And he's going to drop a very well-executed hold there coming in from the side of XOSZN. Hold the bomb site strongly. Didn't let it go. As it will be now 3 rounds to 2 in favor of XOSZN. As we will now be looking on here with... actually, I want to see one of the snipers. Looks like we're going to be looking on board with no one with the sniper rifle. Actually, be looking on board with Tupac, his team on offense now. As they look to be making their way here toward this B site. Definitely over time, one that is more preferred. More closer angles when it comes down to that particular bomb site. Still have to be aware of that side push that can kind of come in from that extra corridor from restaurant. Cellium tossing that Molotov forward as the smoke is out. Two-back ThuGLorD firing some shots from afar. Maybe some cover fire at that. You can see how large of a smoke that was. Might have landed on top of the house. Looks like the house might actually be burning right now. It looks like that's actually the case. Is the house on fire? It is on fire. Okay. That explains the smoke then. It's kind of annoying because I can't really exactly see what's happening right here. But you get the picture. Bomb planted. Baldy sneaking, of course. And Cellium coming from the back. Gonna have to make somewhat of an impact. He'll get dropped. Two-back ThuGLorD finds one. Baldy trying to respond as the trade will go his way. Now it's up to the Simp and a 1-on-2. Up close, hits him in the head with his butt of his weapon. As Simp needs to find VeXeD. Where is he at? He's right in front of you, but VeXeD is going to be there for the pickup. Inside bottom restaurant, as it will be VeXeD who is there for some nice takeout. Says thank you for coming. Back and forth we do go, as we're now level at 3 rounds apiece. VeXeD, the hot player so far in this match, currently sitting at 7-4. Of course, very well known back in his days on Advanced Warfare with Stunner, alongside of TJ Halley, Hook, and Perplexed. Kind of had a little bit of a fall off since then, but is ready to return for World War II, it seems. Nice shots coming in there over on Simp, as it is going to be man advantage toward the side of PBBV. Cellium and iLLeY. Looking forward to Baldy. The immediate shot found onto iLLeY. That's going to be a very difficult person to try and take out, it seems like. If he's going to keep shooting like that, iLLeY drops, and just like that, round advantage now toward the side of PBBV. Next, yet again in the final kill cam. He likes restaurant a lot. Jumping out the window. Responding for yet again another kill. Continuing on with VeXeD, as he has earned some score streaks. Actually does have the Molotov in his back pocket when he begins to use it. Looks like Simp also has streaks, as a nade actually gets tossed in the back. Rather unfortunate. Stuns everywhere. And it seems like that push toward B could be one that's actually being backed up now. aBeZy looking for trying to be the main entry fragger for the moment. Simp Gets picked off. Nice shot there coming in from aBeZy. Turn it with one, aBeZy with the other. Cellium now 1 versus 2. Currently sitting in top restaurant, now moving into post office. Tries to pick off Vex, but not going to happen. Vex yet again in back-to-back-to-back kill cams. Picking up the ones that matter the most. Trying to propel his team to a map number 1 victory here on Sainte Marie de Mont. Looks like Simp finds to actually rock out that MP40 heading here toward round number 9. One that he has preferred on USS Texas, which is actually going to be map number 2, so definitely could see him rock this exact same class in future moments, future rounds. However, not going to work out for him here in this particular one. Of course, one more round needed for the side of PBBV to set this one in stone. As aBeZy finds a nice headshot. And iLLeY wondering, where exactly did he go? Pulls out the machine pistol and does the damage needed, as it will be 2 versus 2. iLLeY and Turn Up versus Tupac and Baldy. As Baldy running the corner, shuts down Turn Up. iLLeY last alive, actually going to be on the bomb, so as soon as he gets this one down, it's where do you rush from here? There's not really a whole lot of places to try and move yourself toward. Dolphin diving every which way, and it seems like he will get picked off here. That one coming in from Baldy, as that will be a defuse along with a map number 1 in the books. As you can go and mark it down, as it will be PBBV who are now up 1-0 in our grand final, as we will be having USS Texas up here for map number 2. We'll obviously get that one decided here shortly and get that one wrapped up. We're going to take a quick look at our scorecard before we head to a commercial break. You see Vex there, 11-5, playing extremely well for his team, along with Baldy, who does find 2 plants and a fuse, along with +3 at 8-5. Well, guys, we're going to do a quick commercial break. When we return, USS Texas for map number 2. Can PBBV respond with a second map, or will we see XOSZN respond for a responding one to even things out? We'll find that out when we return. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the grand finals here of the World War II 4v4 Search and Destroy. Of course, already hot in here and hot and heavy into round number 1, of course, here on USS Texas. It is Tupac ThuGLorD, who's found himself in a 1-on-3 spot. In a pretty sticky situation at that. It's going to be a pretty awkward round to try and secure, with already being in positions such as this. Spots potentially 1 through the windows, but no, not seeking out anyone at the moment. We'll at least find 1 for his troubles. The Simp goes for the rush, and a nice attempt there at a scope, or dark scope potentially, but nothing coming of it. As round number 1 will be in the books here for the side of XOSZN. There's Turn Up and Simp, both hopping down to grab that one. And when it comes down to this map, of course, a lot of attention being focused on those sniper rifles as well as those SMGs in that close kind of range engagements. Turn Up, this is definitely a map that's heavily suited for him, along with maybe even Tupac ThuGLorD. Guys who prefer those sniper rifles, and pre-night out here for Turn Up. Does get hit markers. However, no kills coming from that. And Tupac there with a nice reaction. Would have loved to have seen that one from his point of view. Apologies for missing that. But it looks like Baldy up close will finish off 1. Now iLLeY left in a 1-on-2. Dolphin diving every which way, it seems. Doesn't have a whole lot here to look forward to, but does spot out Baldy from the side, and now Tupac is going to go get that bomb down. Just toward the side, though, is iLLeY. And coming from that flank, the thing is where does Tupac choose to run toward? Shots coming in. iLLeY revealing his position, and Tupac going on a little bit of a run. Says hello to the other bomb site, as it looks like iLLeY could be hopping on the defuse, but no. iLLeY's still running around, looking and trying to seek out where Tupac ThuGLorD could be. On a great angle here from Tupac, quickly wraps back toward the back of the map and makes it look easy. Spots iLLeY on the bomb, chooses his shot correctly, and will close out what should have been an easy 2v1, however, ends up being a 1-on-1. So looking on, looks like Tupac, that sniper rifle in hand. Looking over here at that B bomb site. Not spotting anyone for the time being, but quickly could spot one. This is going to be Cellium. Rushing back as iLLeY finds one on Baldy. And this is a great line sight actually for Tupac. If he can kind of set up shop here, he could find turn up from the flank. Trying to get up a fairly high point of view to use that sniper rifle to its correct ability, but no, whiffs a shot, and now his position is known. They know he's on the flank, and that's just an unfortunate miss. You can't be missing sniper shots like that. It's going to be Turnip, who obviously realizes exactly what's taking place. Tupac misses the snipe on Simp, and they're going to make him pay for it in the end. Looks like for the side of XOSZN, looking at iLLeY right now, tossing out that pre-nade into bottom. Not spotting anyone, making his way into the cafeteria. Decides going back out here toward that back deck. Looking over toward B. Might not realize there's actually two players on the bomb. Most likely realizes that now. Baldy with the bomb in his hand might be rotating this one back over here toward A. So it looks like that will be the case. Bomb plant coming forward, but here comes Cellium to most likely stop this one from happening, but no, happens to drop down at the worst time possible. Could have got the bomb planter off first, but still finds a kill regardless. iLLeY ends up dropping because aBeZy is there to pick him up. And now Cellium left in a 1-on-2. Going for the reload, yet to actually get those bullets in, and it looks like he will get picked off there from that watchtower. As VeXeD there for the pickup, there for the cleanup. Looking here at round number 5. We're looking through the eyes of Simp the Jetpacker, known as his, of course, gamer tag. Tossing that nade into watchtower, not spawning one as of yet, but aBeZy trying to hold off his push. Is able to find one. His position is going to be traded. It looks like smoke as well potentially could be used to get this bomb down. It is in iLLeY's possession, but most likely waiting on that one because of the push that could be happening. As it looks like Tupac able to get a nice little nade there onto Simp. And now iLLeY left in a 1-on-2. What's the play call here from iLLeY? He does have the bomb in his hands. Wouldn't be a bad idea to maybe try to wrap that one back toward A. Just because of the fact that B is such an open site. However, it is very difficult to get this bomb down when it comes down to Texas. USS Texas at that. Going for it, and they're obviously going to realize his current positioning. They're going to be hanging in this corner. The thing is that both these guys do have ARs. And for VeXeD, he says that actually doesn't matter. The fact that I have an AR in my hand actually does not matter whatsoever. VeXeD's going to make that one look easy along with grabbing the defuse. And that's now going to be the side of PBBV, who are going to be up 3-2. And hanging in here toward this round number 6. I'm curious to see how this offensive push will be made for them. And to see if Turnip is going to continue to rock out the sniper rifle, which is what he's been doing the entire day, really. Just looking out with Turnip. He's going to be watching over at this A site. See if he can get a pick. Him and Tupac ThuGLorD have been battling constantly. Immediate pickup. An awesome challenge there from Turnip. Knows the exact angle of where to peek. Hops up just for a second. Is able to find that. Very well played there from Turnip. Realizing picking his spot. Making it look easy. However, kills not going in his team's way only for a moment as aBeZy and VeXeD are now last alive. Versus Turnip in the situation. Turnip does grab the MP40 off the ground. Spots aBeZy from the backside. Trying to go for the challenge, but actually takes him out. He shuts down aBeZy. Didn't think that was going to go in his way. And now VeXeD yet again. Left in a position to clutch. Has the bomb down. And how does he make the challenge? Turnip up close, and VeXeD is there. That's a big gunfight. A huge win here for VeXeD. Taking the shots, but closing it out. As it will now be the side of PBBV up 4 rounds to 2. So now looking on, I want to see this continuous sniper battle that we've been seeing take place between Turnip and Tupac. Both these guys very experienced when it comes down to these weapons. However, it looks like Tupac starting to pull out the bar instead. Definitely not a bad idea by any means. As they're actually going to give Turnip the bomb here in the situation. So it could be a rush inside the middle, most likely, is what the side of SZN is trying to produce. Most likely putting the bomb in the backside just because they don't want to risk having that bomb get pushed up so far forward that it's not possible to get back in their hands. As Cellium finds himself in an awkward position, 1 versus 3, most likely going to get picked off. He at least spots one. We'll pick off VeXeD. They're going to see him run down the stairs, and he should get picked off here shortly. Baldy isn't actually going to spot him here, but Tupac is there for the pickup, and that's just like that. Going to be 5 rounds to 2. PBBV starting to get some momentum here after their map number 1 victory on St. Marie Dumont. And they're continuing on here on USS Texas. 1 more round needed for them to be up 2-0 in this series. Of course, these are best of 5s when it comes down to the finals. If they can close out 1 more round here, they would only be 1 map away from putting this one to bed. Literally. Baldy looking over here at A. Receiving some shots as iLLeY finds the first blood. VeXeD actually going to be taken out. That's a big loss when it comes down to PBBV just because of how useful he's been so far in this game. But nice quick turn on. Tupac actually able to get the flames going. aBeZy finds another. 2 versus 4 clutch is what this would be if Tupac can find the final 2. Cellium just toward his right. Not sure if they realized how close that positioning was. The bomb is down right now for Tupac. Of course, a very well-known search and destroy player. Trying to make his way in the respawn game. Insanely talented when it comes down to Ghost, MWR, any S&D game, you name it. Knows that a challenge is most likely happening, but there's too many players alive. It will be SCN who will come away with that round. Cellium to the side, nice side challenge. So now the question is, PBBV, this is your map to take in the driver's seat. They've got a few opportunities to close this one out. As the sniper duel will start us off here for round number 9. Early nades being exchanged. Turnip looking on. iLLeY making a fairly aggressive rush, but no, the miss snipe coming in from Tupac. The nade out, and here comes some of the streaks. Streaks not doing any damage as far as overall kills are concerned, but Baldy pushing up forward, picks off iLLeY. And now one on the bomb site. That was Simp, who was able to stay alive, and now Turnup trying to go for the push. The stun comes in. He'll get picked off. Now Simp last alive. 1 versus 1 now. Simp versus Tupac. Opposite sides of the map. Tupac does not have a primary in his current possession, and Simp has a lot of utility right now. The bar has the Molotov. However, does not have the advantage as far as the roles are considered when it comes into search and destroy. Does not have that bomb in his current position. Has to get that one down or spot Tupac before the round does expire. And just running right past each other. As Tupac just has to stay alive. Coming toward the side at the moment. Where's Tupac at? Actually checks A. Realizes that he's not there. Can Simp get the bomb down in time is the question. I believe he just will. Yes. Here comes Tupac. Most likely knows of his current position. They both will spot each other. Molotov is out. Has to rush forward right now. Tupac put in an awkward spot. 12 bullets left in the clip. Where is Simp's at? Where is he currently pushed at? Simp looking on. Tupac from the side will spot. I believe Simp running toward his right. Can he close this one out is the question. Up close and personal. Has the sniper rifle in hand. Not the best weapon of choice. And it's going to be Simp who walks away with the fight. Gets the bomb down. And honestly, that's an awkward round played there from Tupac. He's having a hard time just getting any ammo in the clip just because he realizes that that push from Simp could be happening at any moment. Does not want to get caught off guard with the timing. But a round that's going to go toward the side of SCN. The Simp, yet again, reaching double digits, 10 and 6. He does have that glide bomb. That's one thing to be bringing up right now, especially after that major loss there from Tupac, is the fact of streaks. Speaking of them, here comes one. Trying to get into cover, so while he does not find kills, he at least gains information. aBeZy dropping for first blood. That's big. Bomb down. Not planted. Main disadvantage. And Turnup just happens to miss a snipe. And Tupac maybe trying to go for the challenge, it seems. Trying to wait this one out. As he's going to have his teammates just around him. Cellium spawning out one. That one's going to be on Baldy. Now Tupac and VeXeD left in a 2v4. Now make it a 1-on-4 for Tupac. This one's going to see around 11. Only hit markers gained here for Tupac. As a round 11 is in our midst in overtime. No lead is safe when it comes to World War II right now. I think it's fair to say. So how will overtime play out? It is going to be the side of PBBV, who is on offense. And Tupac looking here over toward that B site. Not spawning anyone as of yet. Hit markers gained. Baldy receiving some shots. Turn up with a sniper in hand. Not spawning anyone either. Very passively played round. Both teams realizing the major influence of this. Tupac just happens to miss a snipe on Simp. But gets the edge shot. Big one found. Simp dropped. 3v4. And Cellium looking on. VeXeD up top. And look at the streak he's got right now. He's got the flamethrower. He's ready for someone to enter in to his sights. As things starting to be even out, but Cellium fires a bullet. Lets his position be known, and aBeZy ends up falling. And VeXeD is just hanging out here. I've got the flamethrower. He drops 1-on-3, and that's what the flamethrower does. It's a spark. Which is exactly what XOSZN will grab as a major loss there. As it's fair to say, a pretty big choke comes in from the side of PBBV as that one was definitely in their hands. However, it does not end up being the case, as it will be XOSZN who does even things out now at 1-1. And heading into map number 3, it will be Ardennis Force. We'll see who can get the advantage in this series and what will take place. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break. Welcome back, everyone, to the World War II 4v4 Search and Destroy Finals. Really taking place between XOSZN and the side of PBBV. Of course, we're currently level at 1 apiece between both of these squads, in which case it was a huge loss in the end for PBBV, who were up quite a bit of rounds, fair to say, on USS Texas, but ended up choking a few, and it was the side of XOSZN who was able to get the massive advantage, and now are kind of back in this series. Things are level at 1 apiece. And you see the missed sniper shot there coming in from turn up, as VeXeD is there for the cleanup, as it seems that every time we do see a player from PBBV in the final kill cam, it always is VeXeD. As round number 1 will be secured. aBeZy finding 2 of those. As Ardennis should be an interesting one to watch play out. Cellium tossing that nade forward. Simp finding 1 on aBeZy to start things off. The dive being made for iLLeY. The dive being made for Cellium. Not working out too well when it comes down to this B bomb site. Simp trying to do all he can, making his way here on that flank spot to 1 up close, but the gunfight not going to go his way. And I turn up the last iLLeY. Baldy should be able to pick this one up, you'd most likely like to imagine. However, the pickup should be coming in here shortly. And turn up just trying to stay alive for as long as possible. Decides to back up, tries to reload, and he will get picked off. So an early 2 rounds going toward the side of PBBV, and yes, it's VeXeD. Who else? Final kill cam. As if you are the side of XOSZN, you cannot afford to kind of let these earlier rounds start to slide, because of course you do take a pretty big advantage when it comes down to the momentum after map number 2. However, heading in here toward map number 3, early momentum is big, and seeing how the tides can kind of change can obviously be in your favor, or you can kind of let that one kind of get to your head a little bit. And it seems, at least for right now, an early 2 kills found in round number 3. It is looking as if it is going to be a hot 3-0 to start off this one. VeXeD getting the bomb down, not going to make things any easier, to say the least, as 2-pack could be on a flank, but nope. Checks the wrong angle. Simp is there. Simp looking on, could also spot out VeXeD, and yes, only takes him about 2 bullets to do it. However, it will be Simp left all by his lonesome versus Baldy and aBeZy. It looks like aBeZy is going to spot Simp running through middle map, and it looks like Baldy's going to try and challenge this one. Decides going back up, and they're going to let Simp try and do the engaging here. And this run is not going to go in Simp's way, but even if we would have found the kills, it still would have not equaled out to a round victory for the side of XOSZN. So nicely played round there if you are PBBV, as they are now up 3 rounds to 0. As we do switch sides. And I don't believe we've seen any sniper rifles at least be brought up to play as far as the kill feed is considered. Of course, right now, turn up currently 0-3, 2-pack ThuGLorD 0-1, your main snipers to be looking at, if there are any at all. As turn up switches back toward that bar. VeXeD, nice angle to hold, looking inside. Of that room, and is this thing on at least for the time being? Really peeking out toward that left side. aBeZy was yet again made for the first blood. VeXeD firing forward, not seeing anyone, but just catching glimpses here and there. Just trying to bait out the shots, it seems like. As iLLeY really enjoying the snow. A group effort being made here toward that A side, and VeXeD is just trying to hold them off. He realizes they're all here. He's trying to fire any bullets And if honestly, what would be a good idea if he just used this glide bomb? Yes, that's exactly what's going to happen. Steps back and now has the glide bomb to use. You see the retreat being made from all the SCN players. Catches one, nearly finds the second, but Turnup is there with a pistol in hand. Smart play there from Vex, but here comes Tupac, finds one, and then finds the second as well. Tupac versus iLLeY, and iLLeY's not going to have enough time to plant this one down. Not going to happen. As the great streak usage there comes in from VeXeD, sees all 4 players inside of middle, actually through mid-forest, decides to back up and rocks the glide bomb to try and silence the efforts. The effort kind of causes a scattering. Now we'll equal out to a 4-0. We'd love to see how XOSZN can try and respond here in round number 5. Simp moving forward right now onto this B site. Trying to do all he can on defense, but he has to back up. He has no teammate support. iLLeY now coming alongside of him. All 4 players now joining up as the fights will now begin to partake. Simp firing. iLLeY now looking to engage as that bomb has been planted. Here comes the rush. Simp finds one on aBeZy. Up top as VeXeD gets tagged, but where are the shots coming from, says VeXeD. It looks like iLLeY will be picked off. Now it's up to Simp and a 1-on-3. Finding one up top, but can't really get things done. Tries to pull up the pistol as well, but it's not going to equal out to anything. 5-0. And what seemed to be maybe the side of XOSZN are back in this series after winning one on USS Texas. It's just a major momentum shift in the tide of this game. You see the overall confidence being played differently. As it looks like, at least for right now, streaks still with, I don't believe, actually, no one with streaks at the moment. VeXeD using those. Simp gets picked off yet again. VeXeD 9-2. Something to mention, actually does earn the Molotov in that particular play. Rocks that one. And just before that, I can even switch on to anyone. It is going to be a hot 6-0 on Artemis Forest for the side of PBBV. Utter destruction, to say the least, as they just constantly got picked off, did XOSZN. Not really having a whole lot of momentum. And honestly, a major play that kind of came in was honestly the one that ended up seeing for VeXeD, kind of holding on to that glide bomb, waiting for that 4-man push to come forward, receives the shots, backs up, and then uses the streak at the perfect time possible, as Cellium will end there 0-6, iLLeY 1-5. Obviously not strong performances from those guys, of course, after not winning a single round. Well, guys, we're going to head to map number 4. Will we see PBBV close this one out for good, or will we see a map number 5 be forged from XOSZN? We'll find that out when we come back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the grand finals here for the World War II 4v4 Search and Destroy. We're taking a look now at Gibraltar, and things are starting off hot. Turnup already finding the first blood here on Baldy. And, of course, Turnup and co. just losing that last Search and Destroy 6-0. Of course, things are now at a 2-1 advantage right now for PBBV. Got to be feeling good after that last win on Artemis. But, of course, when it comes down to Gibraltar, plays a lot differently. Snaking, head glitches, AR battles from afar going to be the name of the game. And we'll see who can respond to that call better. A lot of teamwork going to be required when it comes down to hitting on this B-bomb site. Snipers as well, as it's going to be a major play for Tupac to have to try and do this. Doing all he can. VeXeD gets picked off, and only just a matter of time before Tupac does as well. Trying to shut down iLLeY, but no, he will get dropped just like that. So round number 1 will go the way of XOSZN. Of course, we've been able to watch them play this map quite a bit throughout the night and the morning. Of course, if you are still in the chat, we do appreciate the support. I think we're starting to get a few European viewers as the morning kind of comes in for you all. So good morning to you. Tupac ThuGLorD with that nade out. Tosses that one forward. Baldy finding one. 2 back to ThuGLorD. Finds a second as well. 2 versus 3. Is Simp backing up. Bomb currently down. We'll see if the push can be made. And it looks like one dropping. Turn up drops, and just like that, Simp does as well. As we're now going to be level at 1 round apiece. This is the guy that I was talking about. Has to go off for this team. Tupac finding the final 2 here, along with a nice little camo there along with the bar. But has to have a strong performance when it comes down to this map. I think it's fair to say. You know, granted, his teammates have obviously can do certain things. Baldy can play well. We've obviously seen what Vex can do. But when it comes down to this map, I think if we want to see the side of PBBV close this one out here in this map number 4, as long as Tupac's leading the way, doing all he can, I think this one could be closed out in 4. However, Simp and Co. trying to prevent such, trying to do their work. Of course, we've been on board with them throughout the entire tournament. And it looks like on the opposite side is Turn Up, potentially spawning out someone. Here comes the push now onto this A site. Slowly but surely making their way forward, and Simp obviously realizing that. The nade coming forward. Doesn't get met with anything, but trying to pick out VeXeD. Yes, the nade damage along with the shots to the body is simple. Be able to make VeXeD a part of that first blood. Is looking on aBeZy actually getting away from that bomb site. Now rotating back here over toward B. Interesting play call. And you can see Cellium having a nice little dance over there. aBeZy getting the bomb down. Seems like that will be the case. Now starting to rush forward. Cellium just behind that wall. Spots out one. That one's going to be on turn up. And now Baldy left in a 1-on-2. Bomb is down, thankfully for him. But has to be careful to not get spotted out by iLLeY or Cellium. Now what's the play call for these two? How do you successfully get this bomb diffused down? No. Receiving some shots. And Baldy up close will only get hit markers. And it will be the side of XOSZN who will grab the defuse here. Cellium getting that along with 10 points away from that Molotov. Just looking on here from above, taking a look at Cellium. Going with the bomb in play here for round number 4. Turn up just behind him, of course, with that sniper rifle. The man has been dominating with that throughout the entire tournament. Getting some knowledge, of course, with that, as he'll grab the assist to Simp. Adds an exclamation point onto that. And Turn Up somehow able to stay alive in that situation. Baldy missing a few bullets. As he'll wrap back. Baldy now left in a 1-on-2. As he could be spawning the head of Cellium. Yes, picks off one. iLLeY as well going to be there for the challenge, but no, can't find that. And iLLeY is going to be able to walk away with the gunfight. Walks totally into his ADS. However, iLLeY, the shot stronger, more accurate. As it is now the side of XOSZN, who is up 3 rounds to 1, along with Simp, playing very well, currently double positive. I'd love to know his KD so far throughout the finals, along with the entire tournament. Playing such sound Call of Duty at the moment. Tossing that nade in middle, not going to gain any information from that, but aBeZy finding 2 big kills. A third responded there from VeXeD. Now Simp last alive, shuts down one on Baldy, quickly wraps back around and finds another one on aBeZy. And this is what this guy can do, man. In awkward situations, he can just make kills happen. He knows, and he just has the Call of Duty timing down to a T. This would be a 1-on-4. Bomb is down. And checking every which angle possible as VeXeD and TUPAC just trying to stay alive for as long as they can. 28 seconds before that bomb does explode. With Simp making his way here over on the site. Not going to go for the Ninja Defuse as of yet. Going to get picked off from behind as VeXeD will be there for the cleanup. As a much-needed round on the board here if you are PBBV. Little by little. Getting closer and closer to calling themselves champions. And little by little as well. Potentially sounds of Game 5s being echoed throughout Gibraltar right now. As we are going to see Cellium grabbing the bomb here for round number 6. Those early nades going to be coming out. Looks like no FMJ here for Cellium on this class. As aBeZy going to go for the rush. And Cellium is ready and waiting for that exact same play. Looks like TUPAC at the same time shuts down Turnup, so it looks like the sniper rifle being brought out here for TUPAC for once. At least in this map. Another sniper battle going down, at least long-range battle. At that as TUPAC decided to go ahead and grab a different point of view from this perspective, and most likely could be calling out to his teammates that, hey, guys, this push is not happening. He's going to have to clear out the site. And once he does that, that knowledge is going to go over to VeXeD and Baldy where they can feel more confident in where these players are going to be coming from. And it looks like as Baldy spots one, going to call that one out. And you're most likely going to see the wrap come around here from TUPAC from that A site. Just need to stay alive right now. As Baldy catches one off. Very smart play. Now Simp last alive. 1 versus 3. And he's going to drop as well. As after 6, we're level at 3. Baldy doing a great job here toward the back. Checks the right angle and a great challenge here on Simp to close out the final 2. As after dropping players early, it was a great response there from PBBV to get things back on track. Is looking from above. Taking a look at aBeZy. This man loves to rush. He's going to catch one off guard here, most likely. Oh, no, he does not. Cellium going to be able to respond with a nice bar shot. As that one looked to definitely be in the bag. If you are the side of PBBV, but that is not the case whatsoever. Turnup up top. Baldy trying to get this bomb down, but he could easily get picked off here from Turnup. Once he rounds this corner. His position is known. Simp to the back line. He will drop. Turnup as well. Not a whole lot of time to work with. 3 players in front of him. He will drop, and I believe this is 3 rounds in a row for the side of PBBV. As they have just caught fire. The strategies are now underway. And they just seem to be performing like a well-oiled machine. Let's actually take a look here at the squadron currently down. It is XOSZN down, but not out as of yet. Down by 1 round as aBeZy finds the first blood. Continuing the rushes. Whether they work or not, he likes to do them. And when it matters most, he's able to get it done. 2 players dropping early on. And that's one thing that the side of XOSZN has had to have, you know, the worries constantly about aBeZy the entire map, because they always know that there's at least 1 player from range. There's 1 player always going to be in your face. As all 4 players will stay alive. And PBBV now on tournament point. Up 5 rounds to 3 in this 4th map here on Gibraltar Search and Destroy. So now if you are XOSZN in the situation, you've got to be aware of that early push coming in from aBeZy. The man who's had this PPSH Airborne class on, along with Inconspicuous. That aggressive rushing now turning into at least a watch, trying to be the front line for his team. And honestly, as the streaks start to come in, as soon as those streaks come in, you're going to see them immediately approach this bomb site. Once they gain information, they're going to toss that nade into communications. Actually misses the nade. That's big. aBeZy misses the stun. However, he's going to find one for his troubles. Finds one, tries to find the second as well. Big plays there coming in from aBeZy. 2 players last alive when you see them focusing a lot of attention on communications. Because once they shut down that angle, there's only so many where they can be from. iLLeY shuts down aBeZy. 2 versus 2. Baldy and ThuGLorD trying to stay alive for as long as possible. ThuGLorD on the flank. Spots out one. Simp the last alive. He'll take out the other. ThuGLorD with the nade. Going for the cook. Can he get it? For the win. And yes, it's going to go through. And that's going to be the tournament in the books. As ThuGLorD, an exclamation point here in the final round, will win this one for PBBV and are going to be your champions here for the 4v4 Search and Destroy. It didn't see a map 5, but it definitely was a fantastic series at that. Got to give a lot of credit to both of these teams. Major GGs to the guys on XOSZN for playing their hearts out tonight. Of course, kind of coming into the morning, we do obviously have a little bit of issues with this one kind of going as late as it did. But major shout out to XOSZN. Shout out to Simp, iLLeY, Turnup, and Cellium. But also, you got to give a major shout out to Simp. That guy was by far the MVP of this tournament, without question. The amount of slaying that he was getting done, I could probably count on like all my fingers the amount of times that he ended up dropping double digits just because of the fact of he was going off no matter what the case was. Whether it was an SMG, the bars, he was rocking a sniper at times. Like, he was just doing everything for the team tonight, and you got to give massive credit where credit is due. But along with that, you obviously do have to give a GG's to our champions tonight, winning $2,600, PBBV, ThuGLorD, aBeZy, VeXeD, and Baldy. Along in the end, it was a very hard-fought battle, and to kind of break things down for you guys, of course, Map number 1 on St. Marie du Mont was a 6-3 victory for the side of PBBV. Map number 2 was a little bit of a different story, a round 11 victory for the side of XOSZN. Map number 3, we end up seeing a pretty different story for the most part. You kind of see the ups and downs so far of this series scoreline just because of the fact that, hey, it's a new game. Things are still being learned, strategy still developing. A hot 6-0 in the S&D for PBBV definitely gave them a huge momentum swift after losing that round 11 in the game prior. And, of course, in map number 4, Gibraltar Search and Destroy, a solid, consistent victory for the guys on PBBV. Yet again, a GG's to both of them. Of course, $3,200 was just given away in that last series of our grand finals. And if you guys are curious and want to obviously figure out how I can win some of these prizes, how can you at home win some of these prizes, you can do so by obviously playing on our website, umggaming.com. If you guys have missed any of the tournaments, and want to be involved, want to know when our tournaments are obviously being broadcasted, feel free to follow us on Twitter at UMG Events, or if you already do, make sure and stay tuned to all the tweets that we have. I believe we're going to be having a Prime tournament tomorrow taking place, 4v4 Search and Destroy. We'll get times, of course, along with overall configurations for you guys at home to know when that tournament's going to be started. And, of course, that is going to be here on twitch.tv/UMG Events. Make sure to follow the channel if you guys don't already for future broadcasts. Well, guys, it has been Lando. I hope you guys have enjoyed the cast. I know it's been a very long tournament, but major thank you to, of course, the entire studio team for being here tonight, the production crew, along with the admins as well for making the tournament run smoothly. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you all next time, and have some more fun on World War II. We'll see you on the battlefield.
My heart was on fire, but you let me